Hey guys, this is Ray with Phone Arena and you're watching our video comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the Galaxy S3 right here. Now, as you probably know, the Galaxy S3 was an absolute smash hit in 2012 and very few were actually the smartphones that stood any chance against this Pebble Blue guy. But time has once again proved that nothing lasts forever, and so now we have the new flagship, which is the Galaxy S4, which seems to be absolutely worthy of succeeding the GS3. Still, we know that there are a lot of folks out there right now who are still rocking the Galaxy S3, and we can hear them asking, should I upgrade to the Galaxy S4 or should I stay with my good old GS3? Well, that's what we'll attempt to answer right now. The Galaxy S3 and the Galaxy S4 may seem to have almost identical designs at first glance, but trust us when we say that they aren't. The Galaxy S4 is certainly in the same style as the Galaxy S3, but it's significantly better, and not only does it look better, but it's actually a bit narrower, has this narrower bezel here, and it's also a bit thinner than its predecessor, while at the same time sporting a bigger display. However, both devices are made of the plastic material called polycarbonate, which is supposed to be pretty tough, but once again, believe us, none of these handsets feels particularly sturdy. Even though the Galaxy S3's display looked amazing last year, it's now somewhat weird compared to the 1080p panels that start to overtake the market this year, and this includes the screen of the GS4, which is so much better than the one of its predecessor. Not only is it higher res, but it also boasts more natural colors that are still vibrant, but not to the point of being artificial or unpleasant to the eye. At first, it'll be kind of hard to notice any difference between the user experiences of the Galaxy S4 and the Galaxy S3, and that is because they both run Samsung's Touch with Nature UX. But the Galaxy S4 is indeed a bit more refined, and the new flagship is actually based on the latest Android version, which is 4.2.2, while the GS3 here still has 4.1.2, though we have the feeling that Samsung is going to update the Galaxy S3 at least once or twice more. For the time being though, there are a number of features that can be only accessed with the GS4, and these include some special camera modes like sound in shot, dual shot, drama shot, and some other goodies like S-Translator, Air View, Air Gesture, and so on. If you'd like to learn more about these special features of the Galaxy S4, just visit phonearena.com and read our Galaxy S4 review. Both the Galaxy S4 and the Galaxy S3 are ideal for web browsing with their gigantic screens, but of course the Galaxy S4 does have some edge here in this space thanks to its slightly larger display and higher 1080p resolution, which is gonna make everything extremely crisp and clear. Still, you're certainly gonna get a great experience browsing the web with both of these devices. Internationally, the Galaxy S3 comes with the quad-core Exynos 4412 processor, which is happily ticking at a clock speed of 1.4 GHz. The Exynos version has the Mali 400 MP4 GPU. In the US, though, the Galaxy S3 comes in a dual-core variant with the Snapdragon S4 Plus processor with two great cores, each clocked at 1.5 GHz, and the Adreno 225 GPU. Of course, the Galaxy S4 is upgraded in this respect and comes with the new Snapdragon 600 CPU in most of the markets, and there it's coupled to the Adreno 320 GPU, so it's much more powerful than the GS3 here. In some rare markets, the Galaxy S4 also comes in the Exynos 5 Octa version, which will probably be even more powerful, though that is just a guess for now because we still haven't tested that unit. As you can guess, the Galaxy S4 is faster than the Galaxy S3 on the average, and it absolutely crushes the benchmarks, and it is probably as fast as you can get right now with an Android device. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S3 does have also wonderful performance as long as you don't load too many heavy applications at the same time here, and this is when this guy here starts to have some difficulties, especially the international version, which only has 1 GB of RAM. All versions of the Galaxy S4 though have 2 GB of RAM. Internal memory is absolutely identical on both devices. They all come in 16, 32 and 64 GB versions, and they both have the micro SD card slot, which allows you to easily expand your phone storage if need be. The GS4's camera does have many new features like drama shot, like sounding shot, dual shot and whatnot shot, but really we're sure that most folks out there just stick to using the auto mode. So the question is the quality of the images any better? And the short answer to this is absolutely yes. The Galaxy S4's 13 megapixel camera manages to pack much more detail into its shots compared to its predecessor's 8 megapixel camera. Not only does the GS4 take sharper photos, but it also manages to remain relatively noise-free. Other than that, images look somewhat identical most of the time, but we notice that the Galaxy S4 does tend to capture a bit more lively and well-exposed photos in certain specific situations. But most of the times, things like colors and exposure are pretty much the same. Strangely though, we tend to like the video from the Galaxy S3 a bit more because it tends to be somewhat sharper looking, although the other aspects like colors and exposure seem to be identical. On the other hand, the microphone of the Galaxy S4 does a better job at capturing the sound, so yeah, your videos will certainly sound better with the GS4. Both handsets fail to impress us when it comes to sound quality during calls. In fact, the Galaxy S3 may be sounding just a tad better than its successor, with slightly more natural voices coming through its earpiece, but of course that depends on a lot of factors. The microphones of both devices aren't anything to write home about, as they simply manage to deliver a strong but high-sounding signal. Pretty much the same thing goes for their loudspeakers. This is one area where Samsung hasn't really bothered to upgrade much, as both the GS4 and the GS3 have decent loudspeakers with good strength, but nothing close to something like the stereo front speakers of the HTC One, for example. The Galaxy S4 may not be a tremendous upgrade over the GS3, but it sure is a better smartphone overall. The new flagship excels in many areas, including exterior design, the screen, which is now 1080p, the updated UI with latest Android version, 13 megapixel camera, and the host of new software features that are available here. So should Galaxy S3 owners think about an upgrade? Well, if you have some spare money and having the latest gear is always a top priority for you, then why not just go ahead, sell your GS3 and get the latest flagship. In any other case though, we feel like the Galaxy S3 is still competent enough from hardware to software. You know, the screen is big, the processor is fast, the experience is wonderful, plus it will probably get an update to the next version of Android. So for the time being, it looks like you won't be missing all that much should you stick to your trusty old Galaxy S3. Thanks for watching, guys. This was our comparison between the GS4 and GS3, but if you'd like to learn more about these handsets, just visit us at phonearena.com. Thanks for watching.